Hey guys, I'm back. I had a nice vacation. I missed you guys and I have a nice tan. Like, ooh, yes. A little sunburn in some areas, but you know, that's just how it goes. I did put on sunscreen. But I'm back and I'm here with a new brand. Well, it's new to me actually. And this is St. Angels and Sinners Cosmetics, and it's their collaboration palette with Sminkberoende. I hope I'm saying that name. So I have 3 looks for you today. So come on, let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So as I just mentioned, I do have 3 looks with this beautiful palette. This is the Follow Your Dreams palette by Sminkberoende, and it is a beautiful color story. Like when I saw this color story floating around Instagram, I was like, I am here for this. So like I mentioned, we got 3 looks, but let me go ahead and introduce myself before I get carried away. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. But please just call me Ash or Ashley, and eyeshadow is my jam. It's one of my favorite things for sure. So this palette had been kind of floating around Instagram and everything like that, and I was just like, oh, I've been wanting to try this brand. The brand is St. Angels and St. Angels Sinners. I don't think it's an and, it's cosmetics. And this is their collab with Sminkberoende. Like I said, it's the Follow Your Dreams palette, and this is like the actual cover of the palette, and then once you turn around, this is the back with the ingredients. It did come with a nice little unicarton, like a little sleeve that basically mirrors what the palette looks like here. So I've been wanting to try this brand. They have lots of shimmer shadows. They have some beautiful color stories, but this one really just took me. Now, St. Angels and Sinners, you can actually find them. They are on Etsy. So they have an Etsy store, and that's how they're operating their business. Now, they do have a link in their Instagram where you get like all the most up-to-date information about their business, or you can simply go into the Etsy website, put in St. Angel Sinners, and it pops up really easily. So I did not have like an issue with that at all. So there you can see right here. So the palette actually was a pre-order palette, but unlike most pre-orders, it was actually really quickly because the palettes I think were already in transit, and everything was basically fulfilled within 3 weeks. So once they opened up the pre-order and that pre-order kind of closed, and it didn't like sell out. It wasn't like the craziest thing because I didn't even realize it was open. And once it was open, I saw that it was open. I just went ahead and purchased my palette. And then the shipping information kind of came out quick. They gave me a label to let me know. And then it was just like, hey, okay, it's going to be fulfilled. They let us know on Instagram like, hey, the palettes have actually arrived. They're going to put them together. I guess they were talking about maybe actually the component, the packaging just hit my face. The components had arrived and that we were going to get your palettes quickly. So basically I want to say about 3 weeks. So that wasn't bad at all. There is a second pre-order actually open now. And like I said, if you want to know about like what the time frame and everything about that, the best place to find that out is Instagram. Now, purchasing from their Etsy store is really easy. Like they say, take Apple Pay, and they have, you know, just like a little bit of information about the palette on there and some pictures of the palette. So I feel like that's really nice because you get a nice arrangement of shimmers versus mattes. So some really gorgeous, you know, shimmer shades in this palette, and the color story I just think is really outstanding. Now the brand is actually, this palette is vegan, it's cruelty free, and the package is recyclable. Once you open a palette, it's good for 24 months, but you know you can keep your palette in a cool, dry area. The makeup will last a lot longer, but it is good to know that it's good for 24 months. This palette is formulated without parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, triclosan, sodium lauryl sulfate, and gluten, okay? So none of those items are in this particular palette, and the net weight of the palette is 2 grams per each shadow. There are 18 shadows in here, so yeah, they didn't do the weight. So 18 times 2, so what we're looking at 36, okay? Like I mentioned, I do have 3 looks for you, and the palette did cost $58. 3 looks, and I'm really excited about them. They were so beautiful, and all the shadows were really easy to work with. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Got my brows filled in using my Goof Proof pencil, shade 3.75. I went ahead and primed my eyelids with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime. Now, I do have on some base makeup. Long story, okay? But I'll talk about that at the end like I usually do. So let's get started with this look. All right, guys, I am back, and ooh, I love both of these looks. These shadows look so good, so beautiful, so creamy. Didn't have to do any work. Even these two shadows, what is this? This is the shade Euphoria and Miracle. So we have a Euphoria here, we got Miracle here, and even though they're like sheerer shades, they still had good payoff and you didn't have to work to build it up too much. I love both of these looks. Like, I can't keep saying it. Like, these are so pretty. And the mattes performed so well as well. I didn't have any problem with them. They blended out well. They were able to build up well. It was just a really, both of these looks were really easy. I think I just kind of took a little bit longer because I just wanted to like be fun and be thoughtful about the placement of the colors. Everything that I've used so far has been great. So let's go ahead. Let's do another look. But oh my gosh, do you see this? That's a shade Wanderlust. It's so pretty. It's just, it's foiled. Oh, in the shade Fantasy. Fantasy is beautiful as well. Every shade I've used, I'm loving. So let's go ahead. Let's do another look. Oh, okay, let me do my face details real quick. Okay, so I'm trying a new product and I'm loving. So the new product that I'm trying is actually this by Danessa Myricks, and this is the blurring balm powder. So at this point, I'm not really trying it because I've been wearing it. Let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've worn it for about 3 or 4 days already, and I wore it on vacation in the very hot, humid heat in Turks and Caicos. I went to a wedding there. And so, you know, there were some points for a couple events that I needed, you know, to have a little coverage, or I wanted to have a little coverage, but I'm really liking this. I have it in shade number 7. I did pick up shade number 6. It gave Casper vibes even prior to me getting the tan I have. So this is working out nicely. So I'm really liking this, and it's doing well. Considering, you know, like this area is a little drier, and this right here, because I got a little burned. I did wear plenty of sunscreen, but it's still like, I got a little burn. It is what it is. It'll be okay. I'm taking care of it, y'all, okay? And then I went in with my Vacay bronzer. This is by Mented Cosmetics. And I use this to bronze up with, followed by my blush. This is from the Besame blush palette with It's Bell Cosmetics. Went in with this shade right here. For highlight, I just took my Maybelline Master Chrome because I actually already had it on. Because I thought I was supposed to work this morning, but apparently I was supposed to work this evening because I forgot I had to trade. Like I said, it was a long story. That's why I already had makeup on. But this is just a nice golden kind of peachy highlighter. So whatever you have like that. And then I went in with my Juvia's Place Cola Lip Liner, which is like a direct dupe basically for Chestnut by MAC, and my Glace Lip Crayon by Bite Beauty. And because I have such a deep tan, I really wasn't feeling it because it was really light. So I popped on this Pat McGrath, what is this, the OpuLust gloss in Bronze Seductress, which is a really pretty color. Normally I'm not like a gloss slash lipstick. Is that even? Okay. I was like, can you even see it? Normally I'm not like a gloss over lipstick type of girl. I don't know. It's like all that, it just gets thick and my lips like, it doesn't really like it. So, but I think the combo is really pretty. But, oh my gosh, I am so into these looks. Oh my gosh, I can't. It's so pretty. All right, we'll be back with another look. All right, I'm back, and this is the third and final look, and this look is so pretty. I've enjoyed all the looks I've put together with this palette, and I think, I don't know, it's just so pretty. Now, this particular shade, this is the shade Harmony. This is the only shade that I would say you're definitely going to need to use your finger or probably a stiffer brush. I actually went in with a reference 02 in order to apply this shade Harmony, because Harmony, as you can see, has a lot of texture to it. It's one of those shades that kind of pushes down. So you're going to need something stiffer to pick up that particular shade, and it's a little mushy and a little bit flakier. But with this particular brush, I didn't have any fallout, and I was able to lay down the color really nicely. I would just kind of lay it down first and then start building it up as far as intensity, because it was really nice when you sheer it out. It just gives like really nice sparkles across the eye, and then when you build it up, it's just really beautiful foil. Did not have to wet it or anything like that. Now, the beautiful thing about this particular shade is it depends on kind of what you pair this particular shade with. So since I have it with Affirmation, this greeny / turquoise shade, it just made it so that it picks up more of the gold and the green in this particular shadow. But when you do kind of swatch it by itself, you can kind of pull out the pewter in this particular shadow. So I think it's really pretty. So as far as the palette, I am really impressed with this brand. I look forward to kind of purchasing more things with this brand. I kept wanting some things, but this was the first palette that just kind of made me say, yes, like the color story is on point. It makes sense for me to purchase, as far as I'm not getting a bunch of kind of repeat shades in my collection, you know what I mean? So, because I have a lot of shimmer palettes, so you know, that's what I like. But at some point, you do have to really be careful, because you will end up with too much. Like, I have 3 of these shades, you know? So, but I just think that this is really beautiful. So, there were only about, let's see, about 3 shades that I did not use, maybe 4. Okay, so I did not use Dreamer yet, but that looks absolutely gorgeous. I did not use Ambition, and I did not use, is this Imagination? I did not use Imagination. So I'm definitely going to keep playing with this palette. I'm definitely going to give you like final thoughts when I come back for, you know, a palette ranking / update. You know, I like to do those, just let you know how I really do enjoy the palette outside of the first impression, you know, because the first impression, it can just be, you know, oh, it's great, and then you kind of find out, you know, later on. But I think that everything works really great. Now, I would say that a couple of the mattes, like maybe this orange particular shade, that if you're a little bit deeper than me, they might not show up. It is showing up. I do have a considerable tan. The yellow shade Hope did layer nicely, but and maybe Figment. But I think it kind of depends on what type of primer you put down. Like maybe a white primer, and will probably pop more. I had on a lighter primer today when I used my Juvia's Place I Prep I Prime. It's like it's not so much lighter than my Urban Decay Caffeine, but it is considerably lighter than that particular shade. But overall, I'm really impressed. The shimmers were so nice. I feel like there were no muss, no fuss. Didn't have to wet them. Didn't have to take too much time to apply them. The same with the mattes. You could build them up. You can blend them out really nice. They did not turn muddy on me. So I really do appreciate this. And this is just a beautiful color story. Like the color story is just so beautiful. And then you get just that pop of orange, just kind of just really brightens up the palette. But I feel like you get so many different options in here. It's colorful, it's like grungy, it's neutral, just a lot of different fun color stories going on. It's glam, because look at this shadow, honey. It is just giving. It's really giving. So I'm really impressed with this. I like the packaging. The packaging, I would say, like on the front, it's really beautiful. I would say the back is just like a little bit more basic, but you can read all the ingredients really nicely. Unlike some things, when you kind of just read it, you're like, what does that even say? You know what I mean? So overall, it feels heavy, but no, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels light, but it feels quality. So I don't feel like it's not a palette that just weighs so much. So I'm really, really impressed. The shadow quality is really great. I look forward to trying more from this brand, and I feel like the shipping was great as well. So let me know down below, have you tried this brand? Did you pre-order this palette? You think about it. At the moment, the second pre-order is still open. Let me see. At the moment, it does not say when that pre-order will close, but if you're thinking about it, I would definitely go ahead. Definitely follow them on Instagram because you get all the most up-to-date information about the brand on that page. They are doing a good job of like just keeping people abreast of what's going on and pre-order statuses and everything like that. So let me know down below what you think. What was your favorite look? I really love this look, but I think my favorite would be look number 2 with the green and the purple. It was giving. It was giving. It was like mint, maroon. I'm here for it. So let me know down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. And subscribe to my channel because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chat. Hey, chatties. Hey, 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 chatties. 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 Hey. All right. Bye.